The past 10 weeks, I spent it at the University of Florida doing research in the Department of Medicinal Chemistry in the College of Pharmacy. I had the opportunity to work in Dr. Zing's lab. To my right is Dr. Zing. He allows me to call him Chris. To my left is future Doctor Who, or Chi. She was my research mentor for the past 10 weeks. Before going into detail about what kind of research I did for the summer, I want you to know more about me. My name is Nefertia Jones, but everyone calls me Neffy for short. I am going to be a senior at the University of Michigan, go Blue, majoring in neuroscience. At Michigan, I do research, but it is completely different from the research I did here. My project for this summer was to quantify the amount of creatinine and total nicotine equivalents in 182 urine samples from lung cancer patients from China. We all know someone who smokes cigarettes. If you don't, think a little harder. I guarantee you do. It can be a close or distant relative or a family friend. A lot of people smoke. Smoking is the main cause of lung cancer. It contributes to 80 to 90% of lung cancer deaths in women and men, respectively. Some people receive their lung cancer diagnosis and continue to smoke, which leads to a worse prognosis. What makes it worse is that more than half of lung cancer patients die within 1 year being diagnosed. Sometimes individuals have a greater chance of developing lung cancer if they are exposed to secondhand smoke at home or at work, which should be a greater reason for an individual to stop smoking. A study showed that the level of creatinine in urea in smokers were found to be significantly higher than the non-smokers. Significantly higher means the p-value is less than 0.5 and the result is unlikely to be due to chance. The study used 80 male subjects, 40 were healthy, non-smoking individuals, and the other 40 were smokers who smoked 12 cigarettes a day. Smoking also increases the risk of renal functional deterioration, which causes a higher creatinine levels. When nicotine gets into our body, it breaks down to the 6 major metabolites shown on this slide. Quantifying total nicotine equivalents allows us to distinguish between smokers from non-smokers and allows us to estimate the smoking dosage. Total nicotine equivalents will be higher in smokers. Even though non-smokers may have nicotine in their urine, it won't be as much compared to the amount in a smoker's urine. We need to quantify the total nicotine equivalents because it allows us to estimate smoking dose. It is also better than using other methods such as self-reported cigarettes, which is subjected to variation in smoking intensity and or self-report bias. Our next steps includes making a limit of values that show if a person smokes or not based on their creatinine levels. We also want to see how many lung cancer patients continue to smoke when receiving medical treatment and to see how it will affect their treatment. We also plan to compile our total nicotine equivalent data with other data like epinephrine and norepinephrine levels in the urine samples and compare it between healthy smokers, which are smokers who smoke but they don't have lung cancer, and lung cancer patients and non-smokers. Our overall goal is to understand how tobacco use increases lung cancer risk and to discover a surrogate biomarker or biomarker matrix that will help identify the individuals of higher cancer risk. Whether I decide to pursue a PhD or not, I can surely say that participating in this program made me aware of everything I would have to do as a PhD student and all of the career opportunities I would have if I obtain a PhD. This program also allowed me to meet new people from many different universities whom I got the chance to bond with over the past 10 weeks. For that, I am grateful. I would like to thank SERV and the College of Pharmacy for giving me this opportunity. I would also like to thank Dr. Chris Singh for treating his undergraduate students as graduate students, giving us a lot of responsibility in this lab. Also, I would like to thank Chi for her patience while teaching me new lab procedures, and Min for helping me whenever I couldn't find Chi. Thank you, Pedro, for helping me draw molecules on ChemDraw. It took you 3 minutes to draw a molecule that would have taken me 3 hours. Lastly, I would like to thank all the Zing lab members for making me feel like I was a part of the lab. Thank you.